So today I'm going to talk about something very personal, my motivation for exercising. So people see me or see my videos online and assume the motivation behind it is losing weight, looking good, getting abs, fitting into a dress. And yes, that sometimes is true. But my reason is deeper than that, guys. And I'm going to tell you about it today. By the way, if it's your first time seeing me here, my name is Angel, and I'm a mom of two, and I've been exercising for over 10 years. So, I come from a family where we are genetically predisposed to weight gain. And as a young girl, I was very aware of that. I remember that some of my friends used to even tell me that I have very loose skin and that after childbirth, I was going to gain a lot of weight. Maybe they thought they were just talking, or maybe they didn't even realize how much those words stayed. But they did, and I carried those words for so many years, guys. Sometimes we act like words don't matter, but the truth is, words can stay in someone's heart for a very long time. And as a young girl, those things made me very conscious of my body. It made me observe myself differently. It planted fear in me. It made me feel as though people could just predict whatever they wanted about me, and that was how it was gonna turn out. So I feared of losing control of my body and becoming something I didn't like or I didn't want. So as time went on, life happened. I became a mom, and everything changed. If you're a mom watching me, you will know that pregnancy changes everything. So, of course, my body changed, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. I noticed so much change in me, and I gained so much weight, and most of my clothes didn't fit in. My belly had changed, my skin had changed. It felt as though the things these friends of mine told me were really true. And if I'm being honest, guys, there were moments I struggled. I looked at myself in the mirror and I felt really frustrated. I had moments where I felt very uncomfortable in my own skin and my confidence had dropped. I know that many women don't talk about this because, women are expected to just move on after childbirth and just accept the situation. But I really want to be honest with you guys. There were days I felt I didn't feel like myself, especially as a mom. You tend to neglect yourself. You wake up thinking about the children, you're thinking about the house, you're thinking about work, about food, about, whatever thing except yourself. So you just think about all these other things, and then without noticing, you actually stop thinking about you. And that is what happens to me. I became everyone's caregiver, guys. I had become so busy caring for everyone that I stopped showing up for myself. And I realized that I really missed the version of myself that felt strong. not skinny or perfect, you know, but strong. So, and that is when it dawned on me. I started seeing exercise not as a punishment, but as progress. I started seeing exercise as an act of self-respect. And then I had to talk to myself. I had to tell myself how much I matter, how much my body matters, how much my strength matters. And there's another thing I also had to accept, and this was about genetics, because genetics play different roles on each person. Some people naturally stay slim with very little effort, while some other people eat anything and can barely gain weight, which is good for them, right? Well, that was not my story, guys. I had to stop comparing myself to their journey. And I had to accept that maybe I need to work harder than other people. So maybe I need more discipline and consistency. And okay, what can I do about it? That's it. That's my journey. And exercise is not easy, really. It's not as if exercise is very easy for me. Let me be very honest with you. There are many times that I don't feel like exercising, especially after working, especially when my body feels like really heavy. I don't want to exercise. I just want to stay in bed and chill and have a glass of wine, okay? I don't feel like doing anything, especially, when you have children, you have to take care of the house and everything. It's hard. So I do have those days where I'm not motivated to go to the gym. So what do I do? Well, I had to learn that motivation is not reliable, guys. Discipline is. Because if you only move or you only exercise when you're motivated, you won't go anywhere. Some days you have to show up very tired, some days very sweaty, some days you don't even have energy. Some days what you can only give is like 40% of yourself. But if that 40% is what you can give and you're giving yourself that 40%, guys, you actually give your 100%. And really, that's all that matters. So, of course, I remind myself that I am not fighting my body. I am investing in me, okay? I am not punishing myself. I am honoring my future. And that is what you have to think. I want to age well, guys. I want to feel strong. I want to have energy. I want to be able to run, move, and live fully. And I want to feel good in my clothes too. That's very important too, So let's just be honest here. There is nothing wrong with wanting to feel beautiful and confident. But beyond that appearance, I want peace. And I think that's what we all want, right? So if you're watching this and you're struggling with weight, or you're struggling with consistency because of maybe what people said about you, or maybe because of one reason or the other, well, do not let people tell you or determine what your tomorrow is gonna look like. And just because your genetic makes things harder for you does not mean that transformation is impossible. Just because your progress is slow doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen. Okay, so you can You can, guys. You can become stronger, healthier, disciplined, confident. You can become everything you want. But just that one workout, one meal, just one decision at a time is all what you need, you know, and that is what I have learned. So anyways, guys, let me know in the comment section what your motivation is, and if you've not started working out, let me know what is stopping you in the comment section. And if you like this kind of content, also let me know so that I can keep it coming. Love you so very much. Have a lovely day. Bye.